Welcome back to the channel, where today we are joined by a bit of a legend and a stunning example of one at that. This RS4 has only got 18,000 miles on, and we've been privileged with the task of cleaning it up and making it look its absolute best. So with that said, we're going to jump into it. First job, as always, we're getting stuck in on the wheels. Something we're going to be covering in more detail in this video is the 3-stage decon. Now, some people do understand this, others don't. It's a super simple method. When you get your head around it, you're going to use 3 different types of products to get anything that's bonded on the car after washing off. It's super important that you do this, especially if you're going to be polishing, whether that's by hand or by machine polisher. I'm going to kick things off by using an acid, then we're going to be using a solvent, then we're going to be using a polymer clay bar to shave the last remaining bits off to get that silky smooth paint. Meaning when we come to polish, we're not going to pick anything up and we're not going to inflict any extra damage. All we're going to be doing is actually fixing the paint. But before I get into any of that, I've got to wash the car, rinse it off, and right before I dry it, that is when we're going to be doing the decon process. So with the car washed and rinsed, before we dry it, this is where the 3-stage decon process starts. And the first product we're going to use is an acid. It is iron out. What this is going to do is it's going to dissolve and melt any iron or particulates that are ferrous. So anything that's bonded to the paint after washing that wouldn't remove, that is made of metal, this is going to take care of it. Now, these are generally the sharpest type of contamination you have on the paintwork. So this step is super important to do before you use a clay bar, because then if you do use a clay bar without this, you could start dragging that around and causing marring and scratches in itself. Super easy to use. All you're gonna do is spray it to the entire car whilst wet and let it do its thing. If there is any iron contamination on this, we're gonna see it start to turn purple. That is a good indicator. Now, more than likely, it's not gonna be around the front here. It's probably gonna be on the lower sides, around these sorts of areas, and up the back, unless the car's been stored somewhere that industrial fallout has dropped down onto it. My first top tip when it comes to decon is this. What I like to do when I've got iron out on the car is grab a disposable microfiber cloth and then just move it across the surface. Not scrubbing it in, I'm not washing the car, I'm just trying to evenly spread the product. What this does is it ensures you've got the product on every part of the surface you're trying to treat. But it also means you move it around and reactivate parts where it's been overworked or stopped working. So overall, this car is in pretty good shape. We're actually not getting much reaction. Not many places is it turning purple. About the only place is, as suspected, on the back. Just in this area here, we've got a couple of little areas turning purple and bleeding out for us. That's a good indication there's some iron there, possibly hot exhaust gases or something like that got stuck up here. So that's going to melt that away. It's not the hugest reaction, a little bit hard to show on camera, but it is important you always do this step if you're going to clay. The beauty is it hasn't got too much off, so we aren't going to have to reapply it and do a second coat to see if it's got everything. If this did bleed like crazy, we would agitate it, rinse it, just give another guide coat to see if there's any more reaction, make sure we've got everything, and then we'd move on to the next step. But I'm happy enough to now rinse this off and then get on with the solvent stage. Then that brings us on to stage 2 of the 3-stage decon, and that is a solvent tar remover. This product's job is really simple. It's just going to dissolve and loosen any tar debris we've got on the car. Now, usually this accumulates behind the front wheels, rear wheels, maybe a little bit on the front and a little bit on the back. So we're only going to target those areas. We don't go spraying this to the whole car unless it's completely necessary. So literally take it, spray it onto the areas where you believe there's tar. Now, on a light car like this, you can actually see them. They're little black specks. There's only a couple. It's very minimal on this car. Like I say, 18,000 miles. It's been cherished, it's been pampered. It's not in a bad state. It's usually in these parts of paint that roll into the arch, on your rockers or your seals, as you want to call them, and down the lowers here. I've got a couple of specks just here that I can see starting to bleed. So I'm just going to coat those up, take a microfiber cloth and just wipe them away. And just like that, they are gone. I'm going to carry on around the car, getting down low, looking, visually seeing what I'm doing here. And then there's an important step after this before we clay that I'll show you. Now, after we've been around the whole car and taken care of any tar, it's super important that you neutralise the solvent. How you do this is you take the same wash mitt with your shampoo that you cleaned the car with and literally just wash those areas down. What this will do is it will stop your solvent tar remover melting your clay bar later on. And trust me, you really don't want the mess that that causes. Super important you do this. Make sure you just wipe over the panel, then rinse it off, and then we're ready to get the clay bar out. Now it is finally time for us to get our clay bar. What I've got here is a bowl of hot water and a regular clay bar. The reason I use the warm water is it softens it up. It makes it nicer to break into pieces. What I'm going to do with our bar, I break it into about quarters. Put the other part back in the warm water and then work this out into a disc. Now it's super pliable because it's been in the warm water and it means you've got less chance of marring your paint. Now it's time to clay the paintwork. We've done our acid, we've done our solvent, and now we're using a clay bar. A clay bar's job is basically to shave off anything that's stuck to the paintwork. Contrary to popular belief, it can't remove scratches, it doesn't dig into the surface and pull anything out. At best, it might grip onto something that's dug into the surface and lift it out that way. It can only take away anything that's sitting proud of the surface itself. Way to use it is really easy. We're using a dedicated clay lube. You can use a proper lube, you can use a quick detailer, or if you want, you can just use some shampoo with a water mixture in a spray bottle. Way to do this is spray your lube down onto the panel, about quarter to half a panel at a time, depending on the conditions and what you're working on. And then take your clay bar and go in straight lines, back and forth. And as you go, you're going to feel this shave off anything that's stuck to the surface. It'll feel kind of grippy and then it will go much smoother. That is a good indication that you're removing some contamination. I've got a little bit here that I can feel underhand, but not masses, but that will take care of the last of anything that's stuck to the paint. At this stage, you're usually removing tree sap. So it's tree sap, overspray from paint and things like that. Your iron and your tar should already be gone. If you do see any black marks that are kind of trails across your clay bar, it's usually an indication that you didn't do the tar remover quite well enough. Not the end of the world, but it's a good indicator that next time you might want to spend a bit more time on that part. I'm going to follow this process all around the car. I've got to wash it one more time at the end just to get rid of any clay lube, rinse it down, dry it, and we're good. One other top tip with a clay bar: when you've done an area, always check it out for transfer. Now this is pretty clean, but what you do is you fold the side that you've used on to the side that you've used. So fold it in on itself, and that means every time you come to use it, you've got a clean surface to work with. Don't go using this side, flipping it over, using that side, because then you've contaminated both sides of the clay bar and you've got to throw it away. Likewise, if you drop this on the floor, that needs to go directly in the bin. Even if you look at it and think it's good, don't run the risk of taking that back to your paintwork. That is a big no-no in this game. After all, clay bars are not super expensive and you're not using a whole clay bar at a time. This is enough to do all this car comfortably, and then I can put it back in the packet, probably get away with doing another car with it. So they do go a long way. So after going all around the car, we've picked up this kind of yellowy hue of contamination on our clay bar. This is why I'd rather use a clay bar than a clay pad. A black clay pad, you can't see what you're picking up. Now, what you do is you fold this dirty side to dirty side and you carry on again until your clay bar comes out pretty much like that. That means you've got everything. You'll also see in there was a couple of little black trails, which means I didn't quite get all of the tar. I must have missed a bit or two, which goes to show doesn't matter how many years experience you got, it's always worth double checking your work. Overall, we've got it all now. I've just got to wash this off to get off any clay lube, give it a rinse, give it a dry, and then I'll be able to get in the bay and show you some machine polishing work. If you've got any tips and tricks on decon that you want to share with us or the viewers, feel free to drop us a comment. After all, we're all learning, and that is what the channel is here to do, is to teach each other and help grow a community around detailing. Until the next one, see you then. Ooh.